Welcome back to Panther Pod, the podcast where we interview your most requested people for your viewing entertainment. I'm your host, Max Ortiz, and this is your co-host,
Mauricio Aguilar.
And today's guest is Miss Arroyo, right? Arroyo.
Arroyo. Yes.
Arroyo.
Got it. Good enough.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine.
Good to have you on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So, what exactly do you do on campus?
I'm the EL coordinator, and so I get to work with teachers to help them improve their instruction for English learners. I supervise a small number of bilingual aides who go out into classrooms, and I work with students directly so that they have all the tools and possible interventions they need to succeed here.
So you make sure that those students that don't know English or are in the process of learning English get to learn it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because so do you send those out to do they have their own little special class?
There are a lot of different kinds of English learners here at Jordan and across the state and across the country. We have newcomers who are students who've just moved here from other countries, and they speak other languages, and they are in a special ELD English class. But we have hundreds and hundreds of more English learners here at Jordan who have been here quite a bit longer, and they're in mainstream English classes, and all their classes are in English. And you might not even recognize them as learning English, but they have not yet proven that they're fluent. So we keep on providing supports to help them prove that.
What kind of languages do they speak? Because since they're from
most often.
Predominantly Spanish speakers from many countries, Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala. We have Spanish-speaking students here from Spain. We also have students who are Khmer speakers, the language from Cambodia. We have students from Brazil. They speak Portuguese. We have a student who just proved he's fluent. His heritage is both Mexican and German, and he spoke both.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything here. We have Samoan speakers, we have Tongan speakers, we have Vietnamese speakers. So we have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, because just recently I saw a sudden influx of English learners in my my economics class. They just came in, and I was like, they don't really know English all too well, but they said that they were just being moved into classes to kind of prove that they know English and they can get in the environment of more predominant English speakers.
And I bet you're helping them. Please tell me you are.
Yeah, I mean, we did projects with them a little bit.
Good.
But then I don't know if they're still in the class. I haven't seen them around.
So the most important thing for other students to know is that these are kids just like you, right? They've had different experiences. Some of them have experienced trauma, and it's really important to include them as part of our Jordan Panther world, right? There's nothing wrong with them. They don't have leprosy. They simply just don't yet know enough English.
Yeah.
So it's really important for all of us to help them out.
So besides helping students learn English, do you also, you told us in the pre-interview that you also help teachers, teaching English?
Occasionally we have professional development that I will present. We've gone together to different workshops and conferences so that we can bring back the information and share it with other teachers here. Last year we did a series on Kagan cooperative grouping strategies that's good for everybody, but in particular for English learners.
So I heard that around campus you're another teacher's twin. Is this true, or can you disprove it right now if it's not true?
They tell me we're twins.
So it's said you guys are twins, but you're not actual biological twins.
You'd have to figure it out and ask my
Twin.
Sure.
Which is Miss Rodriguez in room B216.
Mm-hmm. It's not just the students who staff confuses us a lot.
I mean, Mauricio here confused
did,
you in the pre-interview.
Yeah, it happens. Don't feel bad. We don't feel bad either. We're good about it.
So, heard you read a lot of books. Is this true?
Oh, yeah.
You really enjoy reading?
I do.
Where did your passion for reading come from?
My family moved a lot when we were little. As a matter of fact, before I finished high school, I attended 12 schools. Wow. Every time we moved to a new place, my mom made it a point to, first off, enroll us in school, and second of all, get us our public library cards. And so my siblings, I have 6, there are 6 of us kids. We were our set of friends because we moved so much. And then my other set of friends was books. And so I really got into reading a lot. And so now it's habit. Like some people play video games, some people read books. And I like to hear about what other people are reading. And I like to hear about, different book clubs. I've started a couple of book clubs, and it's always a lot of fun. It's fun.
So, like, what kind of books have you read, or how many books do you think you read normally in like a week?
Probably a book a week, right?
Do you have a favorite genre?
I read a lot of detective series, crime-solving series, a lot of historical novels. What else?
Any like supernatural stuff, horror books?
No, definitely not horror. No, I don't watch horror movies. I don't read horror because it gives me nightmares. So, recently I read All the Light We Cannot See, and that took a lot longer than a week because it was a large novel about a young German boy during World War II who became friends with a blind French girl who was escaping the occupation in Paris. So if you read your history and you know your history, that's really cool to like say, oh man, this really affected people's lives. Plus it was a super well-written book, something rich that I could like hang on to a certain phrase. That's just like, I don't know. I read a little bit of everything though.
So what about books like gives you that other media and entertainment don't give you? Like, what do you see in books that you don't see in like movies, video games, TV shows?
I think the point is that I see the book, a novel, unfold in my head, like it's a movie. And like, I need to go back and find out what happened with that character and where he went and what he did, or why she made a certain decision, or what has happened to any particular character. So I see the book in my head.
So you like to be more in control of the imagery that happens, right? And that goes on?
Yes, always.
So besides reading books, what's another thing that you like to do and you've been doing since you were young?
I continue to be active in sports. At this point, at my age, it's more gentle sports like yoga, walking. But I have a long history of having been involved in running long distance, running short distance, competing in different events.
All right, well, we want to go on to this segment we like to call Put Somebody On. Do you know what that means?
I have an idea, but please explain it to me.
All right, so Put Somebody On is basically when you want to introduce somebody to a certain media topic, idea, and you want to get them involved into it. So
Okay.
for today's Put Somebody On, we wanted you to put us and anybody watching onto your top 5 books, novels, and why they should read them.
Okay, starting with the book that I told you about, historical fiction, All the Light We Cannot See. Phenomenal. Another favorite of mine is The House of Spirits, which is written by Isabel Allende, a Chilean author. She's written prolifically, so she has a lot of books out there. That happens to be one of the favorites that has stayed with me. Mexican authors, I would say, I think it's Laura Esquivel. She wrote a beautiful story that was later made into a movie called Like Water for Chocolate. It was written in Spanish, translated into other languages. The title doesn't work too well in English, but the story is nonetheless really well formatted and well done, about 3 sisters, their aging mother. Love is mixed in there, all at the time of the Mexican Revolution. A book I just read that I think is going to be among my favorites. It's called Virgil Wander. Nice story about a man who's got some memory problems after a car accident, and the characters are just really well fleshed out. How many was that? 5?
I think that was 4.
Feels like
no?
That was
5.
4.
Oh,
was
you're
4.
going to put me on the spot for one more. What else did I read?
One more book.
I'm in the middle of reading some Tyler Dilt's novels. He's a local crime author, and all the locations that these detectives are in are all in Long Beach. So, you're reading along. They're fast reads, right? No really deep literature, but it's fun to read about Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything in Long Beach, I'll talk about. Oh, the character went to the aquarium, or he mentions different locations, restaurants here in town, or the university, or downtown. That's a lot of fun right now.
So those are your top 5 books right there?
There's a wide range. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about top 5, but those are the ones to come to mind. So I guess today, those are my top 5.
All right, today's top 5 books were the 5 she just listed. I can't remember all their names.
Like Water for Chocolate, The House of Spirits,
Virgil Lights, I think.
Virgil Wander, good memory.
Yeah, that one. Like Chocolate, Like Water.
Like Water for Chocolate.
Like Water for Chocolate.
He's like
It's
confusing the names.
Yeah, with Bruce Lee.
And
There was the one with the German Mexican. No, not the German Mexican. That's one of the students that come here. The German that helps the French girl. The blind
that
French
was,
girl.
that was one of them that we already mentioned.
Oh, didn't know the name.
That was All the Light We Cannot See.
Oh, okay. And there's did you already mention the crime book? The name?
I didn't. The name of the most recent one I've read is Mercy Dogs.
Mercy Dogs, right? That's top 5 books right there. When can people go to find these books? Do you buy them on like Amazon?
Uh-huh.
Do you read them on Audible? Have you heard of that?
I do. Sometimes I mix it up. Like if there's a book that I really want to read and I have it on my Kindle, but I'm going to be out on a road trip, I'll also get it on Audible, and I also read paperbacks.
All right. Well, there we go.
Yep.
Top
those were the
5
top
books.
5. On Put Me On.
Put me on, yeah. Hopefully we get the letters up there. One day.
Oh,
we
are they
will.
right there?
They should be.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Panther Pod, and thank you to our special guest, Miss Arroyo. Thank you for having us.
Thank
Or
you.
having-
Yeah, the other way around.
Yeah, the
Thank
other
you
way
for
around.
inviting me.
Yeah.
I'm in B217. and
Right
I'm
across
available
Miss
to help.
Rodriguez, right?
Right across from my twin, wink, wink,
Twin.
Mrs. Rodriguez. Yes, I'm out here in East
Really?
Village.
Yeah.
We have a club called El Poder. EL stands for English Learner, and Poder is power in Spanish. And we meet on Wednesdays, the first and the third Wednesday of each month. We're just getting going. We'd really like to invite anybody to come out. Kind of the first thrust of the club is to help with our skills for self-empowerment, self-advocacy, like how to ask a teacher for, help or work or to move your seat. And then the second part of it is just to be social, like to hang out and have fun. My room, B217, El Poder, Wednesdays.
So first and third Wednesdays of each month.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Panther Pod. Thank you to Miss Arroyo.
Yeah.
Great guys. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you, guys.
If you have any more questions, you can find her in a room that's located right here,
B217.
B217. And we'll
really
see you
like
on the
books.
next one.